The title of this video is kind of a lie. This is a video about Omori, but it's also about much more. Before we get into the video though, a quick disclaimer. First off, I will talk about some minor spoilers for Omori, and if you are interested in the game, please play it blind. Trust me, not knowing anything makes the game like 1000% better. Also, a spoiler warning for the game description. For about the past year, it feels like my enjoyment of video games has been on the decline, which has been kind of jarring considering how much of my life up to this point was spent playing video games. But I've been moving on to other vices like skating, which I suck at, but that's besides the point. The point is, video games weren't doing it for me anymore, not even multiplayer games. Then, about a month ago, I played Inscription, and everything changed. Inscription was the first game in a while that I actually finished. I won't gush too much about how I love it, because I do plan to make a video about it at some point, but Inscription was the first game to make me feel something. But it didn't necessarily have to do with the game's story. After I had beaten the game, I felt a sort of emptiness. The final battle with Leshy at the end of the game made me realize that Inscription was over and I would need to find something new to play. Enter Omori. Now, if I'm being honest, I hate turn-based RPGs. I think their combat systems are pretty boring most of the time, and the stories always seem to be a mixed bag. Now, I want you to keep this in mind when I say Omori is one of my favorite games ever. Omori captivated me with its art style, and I went into it knowing basically nothing at all. All I knew about Omori when I first started playing was that it was an RPG about depression. Now, you're probably thinking, if Omori is one of my favorite games, why would I not make a video about it? Well, there are multiple reasons, but the biggest one is it's a 20-hour long RPG. Now, maybe if I didn't have other shit in my life, I could make a very detailed video about Omori, but look, I'm not going to replay and record 20 hours of gameplay. And if I were able to make a video on Omori, I wouldn't want to cheap out on it and get lazy like I've done with other videos in the past. Another reason is Omori's story. So this is the part of the video where I'm going to get a little more serious and talk about some heavier topics. So if that doesn't sound appealing to you, go watch literally any of my other videos. They're all more lighthearted than this. Anyway, Omori's story is, to put it lightly, sad. Omori is, and I can't believe that I'm about to admit to this, the only video game or just piece of media in general that has actually made me cry. Omori's story is sad in nature, but it was amplified because when I played through Omori, I was at a very low point in my life, and a lot of the story's themes I related to at the time and still do. The loss of childhood innocence and growing up really hit me the most, and also the symbolism of Omori. His character being black and white while the world around him was pastel and colorful. It just reminds me of my life right now, where I'm just kind of here while the world and people around me are doing things and going places, and I just feel numb. I guess part of the reason I don't want to make a video about Omori is because I don't want to have to go through that pain again. This feeling of numbness and emptiness has been largely why I haven't been making any videos lately, and probably won't for a little while. I have ideas, but I have no motivation to do anything really. Don't worry too much, I have been getting better since I played through Omori, but still. But yeah, if you haven't already, please check out Omori. It is probably my favorite game, and the only game that I can say truly broke me. That's all I really have for this video. I didn't want to overshare too much because this is my YouTube channel, not my therapist. Also, like I said, videos will probably come out at a slower rate, but if you are new, please consider subscribing. It really helps motivate me to make better videos. And thanks again for watching. I know this video was a bit more serious than my usual content, but if you got this far, you're a real one. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.